we will continue our Matplotlib library section. So previous lecture we saw how can we visualize the data so on two different axes, x-axis, let's say y-axis, when you are given any expression or any function, and how to format that figure in terms of, let's say, title label to the axis, setting the limits to the axis, and giving legend to the axis or providing grid, etc. etc. So now this lecture, uh, I will take something about how can we implement figure and axis function. So we'll start with our program. Let me copy this from our previous program. So same functions. So I am importing Numpy library as np matplotlib.pyplot as a plt plotting the library. So first run it. So now there are no error. So first I want to create one figure. So I will give some name to that figure. Let's say my fig is equal to plt dot figure. And at the end we use normally plt dot show to display the plot or graph. I am running it, but it does not show anything, or it should show something empty, but it does not show here. But it says figure size is 432 by 228, sorry, 288. That is a, you can say not a actual size, but this is a pixel size of the figure. Now I need to set some axis to the figure, my figure. So how can I do that? So let's say AX, I will call one variable called AX, and I want to add axis to my figure. So this is a figure I have created. So my fig, and there is function called add axis in Matplotlib library. So I will give variable name as AX, and I want to add access to the my figure. So I will call my fig dot add access, and my access should start at 0, comma 0. That is the left corner. I will demonstrate that, and it size should be 100%. So that is 1 1. So in X it is 100%, in Y it is 100%. So let me run it. Now it is showing me empty figure. So add access. So this function is adding access to my figure in width direction and in height direction, or let's say in x-axis and in y-axis. So 0 0 means the left corner or lower left corner of the figure is placed at 0 0, and 1 comma 1 is the size of the figure. So 100% size I am considering in x direction and 100% in y direction. Let's see if I choose here 0.5. So you can see the width is reduced. So let's keep it 1, that is 100%. Okay. And now on this figure I want to add some plot. So here I will call first AX dot plot. So basically I want to plot some functions on this axis, so these axes. So I will call AX and plot. So I want to, let's say, plot X on X axis and Y1 on Y axis. And now plot. So now it is showing the Y1 plot on this axis. Let's say I want to add one more axis. So here we have added two curves in one graph, but here I can add one more axis. So let's us give this is as axis number one, so ax1 and ax1 dot plot x comma 1 y1. So let me add one more axis, let's say ax2. So I want to add axis number 2 or AX2 to same figure. So my fig dot add axis, and let's say I don't want to start from left side corner. I want to start figure, let's say from point 1 point 1, let's say at the 10% from left side. So I want to start at point 1 comma point 1, and let's say instead of using 100% size I want to use 50% of the size. So 50%. So let us see figure object add access. So here there should be underscore. Now you can see the second plot is created here. So basically it is starting at 10% from left side, 10% on bottom side, and its size is 50% out of total 100%. You can play with the value. Let's say I want to start at point 2, so it will shift towards right. Again, let's say if I want to make point 3 here, point, let's say 1, and size, let's say I want to keep only, sorry, 40%, 40%. So this is a second axis, and let's say I want to plot on second axis my y2 function. So ax2 dot plot x-axis would be, let's say, x comma y2, and let's say give us some different color. Color is equal to red, and execute. So you can see the second axis is created. Let's say it starts with point 1, so that we will have some space at the top, and you can give title to that also. Let's say ax2 dot set title. Here you can't use directly title as a plt dot title. Here you have to use ax2. I want to add title to the second axis or second plot, so its format is slightly different from direct plt or direct plot functions. So set title, I want to use title as, let's say, y2, and now you can see the y2 is title given. And let me add one more axis, let's say ax3, and let's say I want to add some part of this first curve. Let's say I want to zoom at a certain region, and I want to place it here. Let's say ax3. So I will be using my fig dot add axis, and let us see, it will start from here. So it was starting at here. So x will keep as a point 1 starting point, and let's see for y it will be starting from here, let's say point 5. Figure size will keep as a 40.4, and on ax3 we will plot plt dot plot x-axis x comma y-axis y1. So we will zoom that plot afterwards. First let's see where it is plotting. So now you can see it is plotting on top of it, but we will add some space. So it we will start y with zero point 0.6, and let's say reduce size to, let keep it 40. It is touching to here, let it be. Or you can reduce the size of here and here, okay, and here also. So basically you can play with the values to arrange it properly. So I want to zoom it, let's say from 10 to 15 for x-axis, and here I can put some limit on axis. So ax3 dot set x limit, that is x lim, from 10 to 15 and run it. ax3 dot set x limit. Set. It should be run. ax3, let's say. No, it should run. There is set. Sorry. ax3 dot set x lim. It should be in a square bracket. Sorry, it is mistake. Again. Mhm. Set x lim. Something is wrong here. Let it be. Because let me figure out this. ax3 plot. Let's say copy from this to this. Now here. Again, list object has no attribute. Hmm. ax3 myfig is right. ax3 is right. Okay, something is wrong, but when I give you file, I will correct in the figure. But you can put some limit to it and try it. So if you want to use multiple axes such like this, and you can use this. So this is little bit different from previous one. So most of the time we will use this, and whenever it is required we will use this. And make sure you will practice it so that you will get some hands on this. And best of luck for further course.